there, my name is Dan Anderson and I'm here for Newsbite. This week is Elections Week, and so I'll be talking to some of the sabbaticals about their experiences from this year and what they think is to come for next year. I will also be talking to some of the nominees for Student Association President and also some of the general public to discuss with them what they think about Elections Week.
My name is Lewis Campbell. I'm running for Association President. I'm currently a fourth year studying Sustainable Development.
I'm Lewis. I'm running for Association President, as you said. I'm a third year English student.
How is campaigning going for you?
It's going fine. I think we've had some positive responses. I think we've had some difficult times. Obviously, the Centre being a bit bad hombres with their biased reporting, but at the same time, it's been great fun so far, and I'm sure it'll be great fun for the rest of the week.
It's really stressful, but at the same time, it's kind of one of those things that I spent so long planning that now that I'm able to talk to people about it, it's amazing.
What would you say is the most difficult thing about campaigning?
I think trying to cover everyone's kind of issues. So everyone has a very different take on how we approach things, and it's about making sure that what I put forward and what I propose captures kind of how everyone feels, if that makes sense.
Or standing outside the library for hours on end and annoying people.
Why is it that you want to run for the sabbatical position of president?
So I think that I have some radical ideas for how we can make student experience in St Andrews better. I think you can read about them in my manifesto and ask me any questions on my Facebook page as well if you have any questions about my policies. I think that the union has become a bit cliquey, and I think that having never had a role inside the union, I think I'm coming from that with a fresh perspective, and I've got experience from outside of student union and outside of the university for why I think that I'll be the best candidate for the job.
I genuinely really love this town. I have been involved in the association for 3 years, and it's literally just because I think it's so important in creating the unique community that we have in St Andrews. I think every student passes through the association in one way, whether it's to go to the BOP or to get a coffee at Rector's. Some people much more than others, and I think it really can make or break your St Andrews experience. And I think that's such a great gift to give people as an association, to be a place that makes people have the university time that everyone wants. So I think, I just kind of want to give back, and I think being present is the best way to do that.
I've been heavily involved in national politics. In 2015, I was Scotland's youngest candidate in the UK general election. In 2016, I stood in the Scottish parliamentary elections, and I also stood in a council by-election back in 2015. This coming year, this year in May, I will be standing in the local government elections, and we're hoping to do well there as well. Each election that I've stood in has been a success, and I think that in doing that, I've got the experience that I think can engage tactfully with the issues of the day, but also have developed some good relationships with some important people who I think can help me to get forward the student body's interests.
I've been involved in the association since I got here. On my third week, I was an executive on LGBT, so literally I haven't had a single bit of university when I haven't worked here in some way. So I'm just going to continue that on as president, hopefully.
What is the biggest issue that you'd like to address as president?
Cool. So I think one of the biggest kind of problems is accommodation. But with regards to kind of the overall role, I think the issue I want to address most is transparency and engagement. Kind of like what I said about wanting students to have the best time and feeling like the association is important for that. I think for that to happen, we have to make sure people feel like they can engage in the first place.
I think that it's been a while since we've had a president who engages with the outside world in the same way that I can. I think that we're going into politically volatile times, and I think we need a president who understands the political mumbo-jumbo that's going to be coming in next year, and I think that I'm the candidate that can do that.
Describe 3 words on why you think you'd be a good candidate.
Okay, I would say competence, I'm radical, and what would be a final word? I would say passionate. I'm passionate about creating change for a future for St Andrews students which is not so elitist. I'm passionate about the common good because I don't want to be just a president for the student body. I want to be a president for that acts in the interests of everybody in St Andrews and beyond.
Experienced, accessible, inclusive. Cool.
Say something nice about your opponent.
Oh, he's genuinely a really nice guy. He's got a lot of political experience, which I think is really cool. I've voted Green like my entire life, so kind of I align with his political ideology, but he has very interesting political ideas, which I think would take the association in an interesting direction. And he seems very committed and passionate, and I think they're really important parts of the role.
Well, actually, I mean, there's no animosity between me and Lewis Wood. I think that we get on well. I think that he's actually, quite a friendly candidate. He's very approachable. I think that if I do lose, I think that he'll be a good candidate for president. I think he'll do a good job, and he is passionate about the student body as well.